Good evening, and thank you all for being here. Happy New Year to everyone. I'm really excited to have so many friends and family are here that we honor tonight, our 15 board members as we start the 2019 year and second half of our school year. Really happy to have with us tonight two of my special friends and people that one student and one employee in our school system. First, I'm going to ask Mrs. Mary Hart, who is the principal of Mandeville Middle School, to come and lead us in the prayer. Mary Hart is also the president of our Administrators Association, and then she's going to be followed by Carly Mott, and Carly is a member of my student advisory panel and a really special young lady that represents our school system in so many great ways, and we are just hearing the beginning of Carly Mott and what she will accomplish in her time, so I'm proud to have her here as well. So we're going to start with Mary Hart, and then Carly, and then we will start from there. So Mary Hart.
Thank you.
Everybody please rise.
Good evening. Please bow your heads. Loving and gracious God, you're indeed the giver of all good gifts, and we thank you today for all of your blessings, especially the gift of working with the students in our school system on a daily basis. We ask that you bless us abundantly with your wisdom, guidance, courage, and strength. Be with us in our deliberations, helping us make decisions for the good of all who you have placed in our care. May we lead with integrity and render decisions that reflect what is right and good. Dear Lord, grant us the humility to always seek your will in all that we do and say. In your name, loving God, amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much, Carly and Mary. And again, welcome everyone here tonight. I think what's special about this night is not only are we honoring and recognizing our 15 board members, but this is an opportunity to honor and recognize all the family members. You know, one year we had a shirt that said 24/7, 365. And if you're a family member of a school board member, you live that 24/7 as well. So we want to thank you for being here. Tonight, this is how we're going to do it. We're going to have Mr. Kosei, Dr. Sanford, and then Mr. Jebbia come up, call out a board member. You're going to come up with your family. Board Attorney David Pittman is going to swear you in, take a group picture, and we'll do all 15 board members, keeping in mind that we're going to try to start our school board meeting at 7 if we can. All right, so with that being said, we will start off with Assistant Superintendent Mike Kosei.
Thank you, Superintendent Foles. Good evening, everyone. It is my honor and privilege to recognize the following board members here tonight. I'm going to start off first of all with Mr. Ron Betancourt. Mr. Ronald Ron Betancourt, if you would come forward to the front of the stage, please. Mr. Betancourt represents District 10. He has 16 years of service with the board.
Come over here.
From January 2003 to present. District 10 schools include Fountainblue High School, Fountainblue Junior High, Lake Harbor Middle, Magnolia Trace Elementary, Mandeville Middle, and Marigny Elementary.
All right, Mr. Betancourt, raise your right hand. I state your name.
I, Ron Betancourt,
Do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
and laws of the United States
and laws of the United States
and the Constitution and laws of this state,
and the Constitution and laws of this state,
and that I will faithfully and impartially
and that I will faithfully and impartially
discharge and perform
all
the duties incumbent on me as school board member, District 10,
as school board member, District 10,
according to the best of my ability and understanding.
according to the best of my ability and understanding.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Next up is Mr. James E. Bro, School Board Member, District 13. His term of office began January 1, 2019. District 13 schools include Bonnie Cole Elementary, Clearwood Junior High, Slidell High School, Slidell Junior High School, and Whispering Forest Elementary.
Hold the Bible. I'm going to have one of your children. Raise your right hand. I state your name.
I, James E. Bro,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
and laws of the United States
and laws of the United States
and the Constitution and laws of this state,
and the Constitution and laws of this state,
and that I will faithfully
and I will faithfully
and impartially
and impartially
discharge and perform
discharge and perform
all the duties incumbent on me
all the duties incumbent upon me
as School Board Member, District 13,
as School Board Member, District 13,
St. Tammany Parish,
St. Tammany Parish,
according to the best of my ability and understanding.
according to the best of my ability and understanding,
So help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations.
Next is Mr. Dennis S. Kuzan, School Board Member, District 14, who has 3 years and 9 months years of service with the board. He has been in office from April 2015 to present. District 14 schools include Alton Elementary, Brock Elementary, Florida Avenue Elementary, Little Pearl Elementary, Riverside Elementary, and St. Tammany Junior High School.
Stand up here. Raise your right hand. I state your name.
I, Dennis S. Kuzan,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
and laws of the United
and
States
laws of the United States,
and the Constitution and laws of this state,
the Constitution and laws of this state.
and that I will faithfully and impartially
I will faithfully and impartially
discharge and perform
discharge and perform
all the duties incumbent on me
all the duties incumbent on me
as School Board Member, District 14,
as School Board Member, District 14,
St. Tammany Parish,
St. Tammany Parish,
according to the best of my ability and understanding.
according to the best of my ability and understanding,
So help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations.
Next is Mr. Michael J. Derman, School Board Member, District 3, who has 16 years of service with the board. He has been in office from January 2003 to present. District 16 schools include Abita Springs Middle School, Lee Road Junior High, Lyon Elementary. Mr. Derman's offices he has held with the board has been Chair, Committee as a Whole Business Affairs from 2013, 2014, 2015, and 2016, and Vice President of the Board 2017 and 2018. Mr. Derman.
Raise your right hand. I state your name.
I am Michael J. Derman.
Do solemnly swear
Do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
and laws of the United States
and the laws of the United States
and the Constitution and laws of this state,
and the Constitution and laws of this state,
and that I will faithfully and impartially
and I will faithfully and impartially
discharge and perform
discharge and perform
all the duties incumbent on me
all the duties incumbent upon me
as School Board Member, District 3,
as School Board Member, District 3,
according to the best of my ability and understanding.
according to the best of my ability and understanding.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Matthew E. Green, School Board Member, District 1. Term of office began January the 1st, 2019. Schools include Mandeville High, Pontchartrain Elementary, Chafuncta Middle, and Woodlake Elementary.
Raise your right hand. I state your name.
I, Matthew Green,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
and laws of the United States
and laws of the United States
and the Constitution and laws of this state,
and the Constitution and laws of this state,
and that I will faithfully and impartially
and that I will faithfully and impartially
discharge and perform
discharge and perform
all the duties incumbent on me
all the duties incumbent upon me
as School Board Member, District 1,
as School Board Member, District 1,
St. Tammany Parish,
St. Tammany Parish,
according to the best of my ability and understanding.
according to the best of my ability and understanding,
So help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations.
Charles Brandon Harrell, School Board Member, District 5. Term of office began January 1st, 2019. Schools include Abita Springs Elementary, 5th Ward Junior High, and Lakeshore High.
Great. Raise your right hand. I state your name.
I, Charles Brandon Harrell,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
and laws of the United States
and laws of the United States
and the Constitution and laws of this state,
and the Constitution and laws of this state,
and that I will faithfully and impartially
and that I will faithfully and impartially
discharge and perform
discharge and perform
all the duties incumbent on me
all the duties incumbent on me
as School Board Member, District 5,
as School Board Member, District 5,
St. Tammany Parish,
St. Tammany Parish,
according to the best of my ability and understanding.
according to the best of my ability and understanding,
So help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations.
Elizabeth B. Heinz, School Board Member, District 2. Years of service are 20. Service began January 1999 to present. Schools include Covington Elementary, Covington High, Pineview Middle, William Pitcher Junior High. Offices that she has held: Chair of the Human Resources Education Committee as a whole, 2001 to 2012, and again 2015 to 2018, and as president 2013 and 2014.
Ready? Raise your right hand. I state your name.
I, Elizabeth B. Heinz,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
and laws of the United States
and laws of the United States
and the Constitution and laws of this state,
and the Constitution and laws of this state,
and that I will faithfully and impartially
and that I will faithfully and impartially
discharge and perform
discharge and perform
all the duties incumbent on me
all the duties incumbent upon me
as School Board Member, District 2,
as School Board Member, District 2,
according to the best of my ability and understanding.
according to the best of my ability and understanding.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Richard Ricky Hersey Jr., School Board Member, District 12. Years of service, 3 years, 11 months, February 2015 to present. Schools include Abney Elementary, Abney Early Childhood Center, and Salmon High.
I state your name.
I, Richard S. Hersey,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
and laws of the United
and
States
the laws of the United States
and the Constitution and laws of this state,
and the laws and constitutions of this state,
and that I will faithfully and impartially
and I will faithfully and impartially
discharge and perform
discharge and perform
all the duties incumbent on me
all the duties incumbent upon me
as School Board Member, District 12,
as School Board Member, District 12,
St. Tammany Parish,
St. Tammany Parish,
according to the best of my ability and understanding.
according to the best of my ability and understanding.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Tammy W. Lamy, School Board Member, District 11. Term of office began January 1st, 2019, and schools include Bayou Woods Elementary, Carolyn Park Middle, and Mayfield Elementary.
Raise your right hand. I state your name.
I, Tammy Williams Laney,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
and laws of the United States
and laws of the United States
and the Constitution and laws of this state,
and the Constitution and laws of this state,
and that I will faithfully and impartially
that I will faithfully and impartially
discharge and perform
discharge and perform
all the duties incumbent on me
all the duties incumbent on me
as School Board Member, District 11,
as School Board Member, District 11,
St. Tammany Parish,
St. Tammany Parish,
according to the best of my ability and understanding.
according to the best of my ability and understanding.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Stephen J. Jack Loop III, School Board Member, District 4. Years of service 12, began January 2007 to the present. Schools include Folsom Elementary, Folsom Junior High. Jack has held the office of Vice President in the years 2009 and 2010, and also as President 2011, 2012, 2015, and 2016.
I state your name.
Stephen J. Jack Loop III,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
and laws of the United States
and the laws of the United States
and the Constitution and laws of this state,
and the Constitution and laws of this state,
and that I will faithfully and impartially
and I will faithfully and impartially
discharge and perform
discharge and perform
all the duties incumbent on me
all the duties incumbent on me
as School Board Member, District 4,
School Board Member, District 4,
St. Tammany Parish,
St. Tammany Parish,
according to the best of my ability and understanding.
according to the best of my ability and understanding.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Michael C. Nation, School Board Member, District 6, years of service 4, January 2015 to the present. Schools include Mandeville Elementary and Mandeville Junior High. Offices held, Chair of Business Affairs Administrative Committee as a whole, 2017-2018.
Raise your right hand. I state your name.
I, Michael C. Nation,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
and laws of the United
and
States
the laws of the United States
and the Constitution and laws of this state,
and the Constitution and laws of this state,
and that I will faithfully and impartially
and that I will faithfully and impartially
discharge and perform
all
the duties incumbent on me
all the duties incumbent upon me
as School Board Member, District 6,
as School Board Member, District 6,
St. Tammany Parish,
St. Tammany Parish,
according to the best of my ability and understanding.
according to the best of my ability and understanding.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Sharon Lodrucker, School Board Member, District 9, years of service 4, January 2015 to the present. Schools include Lancaster Elementary, Madisonville Elementary, and Madisonville Junior High.
I state your name.
I, Sharon Lowe Drucker,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
and laws of the United States
and the laws of the United States
and the Constitution and laws of this state,
and the Constitution and laws of this state.
and that I will faithfully and impartially
I will faithfully and impartially
discharge and perform
discharge and perform
all the duties incumbent on me
all the duties incumbent on me
as School Board Member, District 9,
as School Board Member, District 9,
St. Tammany Parish,
St. Tammany Parish,
according to the best of my ability and understanding.
according to the best of my ability and understanding.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Lisa M. Page, School Board Member, District 15. Term of office began January 1, 2019. Schools include Boyette Junior High, Cypress Cove Elementary, Honey Island Elementary, Little Oak Middle, and North Shore High School.
I state your name.
I, Lisa Page,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
and laws of the United States
and laws of the United States
and the Constitution and laws of this state,
and the Constitution and laws of this state,
and that I will faithfully and impartially
that I will faithfully and impartially
discharge and perform
discharge and perform
all the duties incumbent on me
all the duties incumbent on me
as School Board Member, District 15,
as School Board Member, District 15,
St. Tammany Parish,
St. Tammany Parish,
according to the best of my ability and understanding.
according to the best of my ability and understanding.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Shelter J. Richardson, School Board Member, District 7. Term of office began January 1, 2019. Schools include Bayou Lacombe Middle, Shataima Elementary, and Montleon Junior High School.
Raise your right hand. I state your name.
I, Shelter Richardson,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
and laws of the United States
and laws of the United States
and the Constitution and laws of this state,
Constitution and laws of this state,
and that I will faithfully and impartially
and I will faithfully and impartially
discharge and perform
discharge and perform
all the duties incumbent on me
all the duties incumbent on me
as School Board Member District 7,
as School Board Member District 7,
St. Tammany Parish,
St. Tammany Parish,
according to the best of my ability and understanding.
according to the best of my ability and understanding.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Michael E. Winkler, School Board Member, District 8. Term of office began January 1, 2019. Schools include Creekside Junior High, Pearl River High School, and 6th Ward Elementary.
Raise your right hand. I state your name.
I, Michael E. Winkler,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support
and laws of the
and the laws of the United States
and Constitution and laws of the state,
and the Constitution and laws of this state,
and that I will faithfully and impartially
and I will faithfully and impartially
discharge and perform
discharge and perform
all the duties incumbent on me
all the duties incumbent upon me
as School Board Member District 8,
as School Board Member of District 8,
St. Tammany Parish,
St. Tammany Parish,
according to the best of my ability and understanding.
according to the ability and my understanding.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
What is school board member? The person said, I state your name. So I'm really impressed already. So that didn't happen before. We have refreshments that have been prepared by our food service, and I think we have Covington High School culinary arts students that are going to help serve as well. So we have about 30 minutes, so we get great on our time. I hope you'll get to visit with everyone. The meeting will start at 7. We'll have a ceremonial swearing in of everybody at one time, and then we will start our board meeting again. So again, thank you all for being here. We're looking for wonderful things in 2019 on this board, and we're happy to have everyone here. Thank you so much.
We're going to call this meeting to order for the January 10th, 2019 for the St. Tammany Parish School Board. Ms. Christie, can we have roll call, please?
Mr. Durman.
Here.
Mr. Green. Mrs. Heinz. Mr. Loop. Mr. Harrell. Mr. Nation. Mrs. Richardson. Mr. Winkler.
Present.
Mrs. Drucker.
Here.
Mr. Bittencourt. Ms. Lamy.
Here.
Mr. Hersey.
Here.
Mr. Bro.
Here.
Mr. Kuzan. Mrs. Page.
Thank you. That really is going to conclude my activities for tonight. Thank you very much.
Should we clap?
I'm now going to turn over the meeting to Mr. Foltz, as we have not yet elected board officers, so he will run the meeting from now. Thank you.
First of all, let me thank Mr. Derman for that fabulous job to lead us tonight. I'm really happy to have everyone here tonight, as we talked about in the swearing in. We're certainly happy to have all the family and friends here. And we're going to start tonight with the invocation by Mary Hart, who is the principal of Mandeville Middle and is also president of our Administrators Association. And that will be followed by the pledge by Carly Mott, who is a member of my advisory panel and a senior at Mandeville High School. So Mary Hart and then Carly, please. Everyone, please rise.
Heavenly Father, we come to you today asking for your guidance, wisdom, and support as we begin this meeting. Help us to engage in meaningful discussion, allow us to grow closer as a group, and nurture the bonds of community. Fill us with your grace, Lord God, as we make decisions that affect the students, faculty, administration, and board members of St. Tammany Parish. Lord, continue to remind us that we are here to do your will, and all that we accomplish is through you. We ask these things in your name. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you both, Carly and Mrs. Mary Hart, for that. Both appreciate it very much. We would like to now have the symbolic swearing in for our 15 school board members. Our board attorney, Mr. David Pittman, will lead us in that, and we ask that each board member can have one family member come up, stand up here with the board member, and we're going to rise and everyone do it, and we'll do it as one big ceremonial swearing in, since the official swearing in was done in the atrium earlier tonight. So if everybody wants to have one family member, friend, join up here, and we'll do the ceremonial, and Mr. Pittman will lead us in that swearing in. You can push the chairs back too, everybody.
No, I'm zooming.
All right, everyone, we're ready? All right, raise your right hand. I state your name. Do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution and laws of the United States and the Constitution and laws of this state, and that I will faithfully and impartially discharge and perform all of the duties incumbent on me as school board member, state your district, St. Tammany Parish, according to the best of my ability and understanding. So help me God.
Now, board members, before we go to Mr. Jerry's special presentation, if any board members has any recognition of visitors that they'd like to do, we need to do that as well. Anyone has that? Mr. Kuzan?
mentor, Mr. Anthony Alford, former board member for this district, his brother Charles, another mentor of mine, so want to introduce them. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, Mr. Kuzan. And it has been our practice whenever a board member hits a significant milestone, Mr. Jabby has made a presentation to them. So tonight, as we start 2019, we want to continue that tradition.
Thank you, Mr. Foltz, and congratulations, board members. Just a little housekeeping on at your spot, you'll see a yellow envelope, and in there I have your 2 IDs that you came in and gave us your picture. And I also gave you 2 lapel pins to wear proudly for St. Tammany Parish Public Schools. We ask that you wear your IDs anytime you go into any of our facilities, because if not, you're going to have to produce your driver's license to do your scan and get your visitor pass, and that'll save you a step. So that is for you for tonight. And as Mr. Foltz said, one of our board members has reached a milestone. If you're not familiar with what we do service pins for years of service, and we start with 10 years, and then we go in 5-year increments. So we do 10, 15, 20, 25, and up. Okay, so tonight, one that was just sworn in just a few minutes ago, Miss Beth Heinz has 20 years of service with St. Tammany Parish Public School System. Congratulations, Miss Heinz.
Seems like yesterday.
Thank you, Miss Heinz.
Seems like yesterday.
Yes.
I know the feeling.
Thank you, Mr. Jabbia. Congratulations, Ms. Heinz. Next up on our agenda is the election of board officers, and this will be for a 1-year term effective January 1st, 2019 through December 31st, 2019. And I would like to open the floor for nominations for the office of president. Mr. Betancourt.
Thank you, Mr. Foltz. I'd like to nominate our senior board member who's more than qualified for the office of president, Ms. Beth Heinz.
Okay, Mr. Betancourt has nominated Mrs. Beth Heinz for the office of president. Would any other board members like to make any nominations for the office of president? Any other board members? Okay, with none other being nominated, Mr. Pittman, I can officially declare Ms. Heinz as the board president. All right, good. With that said, I will turn the meeting over to Ms. Heinz. We're going to take just a couple seconds to move computers and name tags around. Again, let me thank Mr. Derman for his work. And Ms. Heinz will do the vice president and the 2 committee chairpersons. So congratulations again to Ms. Heinz.
Thank you. First of all, I'd like to thank the board members for electing me to this position of leadership for 2019. We have some exciting times on the board this coming year, and I look forward to serving. And I really appreciate your vote of confidence tonight. And I pledge to you that I'll be available to you should you have any questions or needs, or be glad to serve. Thank you so much. All right. So next we'll begin the election for vice president. And at this time, I'd like to open the floor for nominations for board vice president for the 1-year term effective January 1st, 2019 through December 31st, 2019. Do I have a nomination? Mr. Derman.
Thank you, Ms. Heinz. I'd like to nominate Mr. Nation for vice president.
We have a nomination for Mr. Michael Nation. Do we have any other nominations?
That is, if he'll accept it.
I'm honored and be glad to serve if elected.
Do we have any other nominations? All right. Then I'd like to close the nominations for election for board vice president. And Mr. Pittman? Yes, all right, by unanimous acclamation, we accept Mr. Nation as our vice president. Mr. Nation.
And I'd like to echo Mrs. Heinz's remarks and thank the board for their vote of confidence in electing me as vice president for this year. And as Beth said so eloquently, we do have some exciting times ahead of us, and This is a great school system. As I've said many times publicly over the past 4 years, yes, we are the best school system in Louisiana, but we're also one of the best school systems in the nation. And it's my honor to serve Mrs. Heinz and this board, as well as Mr. Foltz and his staff, any way I can and be available to them to continue that great tradition here in St. Tammany Parish. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Nation. Now we'll move on to election of our chairmen for our committees. The first one is the election of chairs for the Human Resources and Education Committee. I'd like to open the floor for nominations for the chair of Human Resources and Education Committee as a whole for a one-year term effective January 1st, 2019 through December 31st, 2019. And do I have nominations? Mr. Hersey?
I'd like to nominate Mr. Kuzan.
We have a nomination for Mr. Dennis Kuzan. Do we have any other nominations? No other nominations? Then I will close the nominating process for the position of Human Resources and Education Chair. And with no one else being nominated, congratulations, Mr. Kuzan.
I'd just like to echo the comments of previous people that were elected. We do the very best job we can. Thank the board for the confidence in me, and that's it. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, now we'll have the election for the Business Affairs and Administrative Committee. I'd like to open the floor for nominations for the Chair of Business Affairs and Administrative Committee as a whole for a one-year term effective January 1st, 2019 through December 31st, 2019. Do I have any nominations for the position of Business Affairs and Administrative Committee? Mr. Loop.
Nominate Mr. Mike Durham.
We have a nomination for Mr. Michael Durman. Do we have any other nominations? Then I'll close the nominations for the Business Affairs and Administrative Committee. Mr. Durman, congratulations.
Thank you, Ms. Heinz. I'm just going to commit to trying to keep those committee meetings as short as what it took me to run this one to start off with. So I think everybody would be appreciative of that. No, in all honesty, thank y'all very much. It's very much an honor to be an officer and hold a position on this board. And my commitment is that it is going to be just for this 1 year. And I think we got a lot of new blood coming on, and I think it's time that somebody else gets a chance at doing this. And I think it's going to be fun. I think we got a lot of new people here and new ideas. So very excited about 2019.
Thank you very much, Mr. Durman. All right, the next item on our agenda is public comment. We did not have anyone sign up for 5 minutes, but we had several people sign up for 3 minutes. The first one is Jessica Smith. If you'd come to the podium, please, and state your name for the record.
Oh, I'm sorry. There we go.
Thank you.
You're good. There you go. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I want to start off by congratulating the new board members on earning the chance to represent their prospective communities. Second of all, I am here as a concerned parent and about the ways we handle our children and when it comes to bullying. Not just by other kids, but by other teachers, bus drivers, administrators, so on. There are policies in the school system that, as Mr. Jabbia refers to, that we think that needs to be re-examined or closely looked at. And I'm only up here because I've had personal issues myself since last April when I last spoke about bullying. Since then, my son has had to been withdrawn from school and moved to Texas to go to school with his dad because he does not feel safe. And it's just that as a parent, I'm standing here before y'all broken to the point of exhaustion. I just started homeschooling my child, my youngest one, this week. It's been 3 weeks, and he's off of the Paxil, which was 100 milligrams to go to school, antidepressants, anxiety medicine, mood medicine, and medicine to sleep. He takes none of that now that he's homeschooled. My oldest went to a different state because of that. And I just wanted to introduce myself to y'all, and I look forward to talking with y'all because I am now working with Parents Against Bullying to help other children who need advocacy. Because it's not just one child, it's not just, there's teachers, there's different people. I would love to talk to each and every one of you. But I turned to my representative, and she did not help me. She turned against me. Now I stand here with new faces and some old faces. And I've already had a meeting with Mr. Jabbia about my children. My thing is, y'all need to know what's going on. You say this is one of the best parishes in the school. When's the last time you walked through a junior high or a low-income school? I've been to the police force. I went through the protocols for reporting bullying, no contact orders. It took the school 6 years to expel the bully that made my child suicidal. Now he's doing a lot better. He tells everybody he finds a place that he belongs. No picking on him, no nothing. My son started school in Texas. His grades are good. No bullying. It's a shame as a parent I had to do that. But I look forward to better times now that we're moving on in positive directions. And again, like I said, I just wanted to introduce myself as a new member for Parents Against Bullying, that I look forward to working with each and every one of you with the cases at hand and the issues at hand on bullying. And that's about it. So y'all have a good evening, and it was nice seeing all of you.
Thank you, Ms. Smith. All right, our next speaker is Cherie Cultora. I'm sorry if I've...
Hi, how are you doing? My name is Sherry Cultora. I'm the founder of Parents Against Bullying. And Mr. Falls, how are you doing? And I'm here to congratulate all the new board members and welcome you to the board. Ms. Smith is a new advocate with my organization, and we do have some issues to work on. However, we are making positive movement in this parish one by one. And Mr. Jabbia does work with me very well, and I'm very thankful for that. We do have some great things going on in the schools. We have some work, but really I'm just here to welcome you all to the board, and I look forward to more positive things happening, and I'm very excited for all of you on the board, and I just wanted to really introduce myself. So congratulations to you all, and I'm very excited for the positive changes that's going to happen here. Thank you all for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Cultora. Next, we have Angela Bartholomew.
Good evening, thank you. Angela Bartholomew. I represent Pineview Middle School. I'm actually just here to thank you guys. I came to the last meeting last month, and we spoke about, it was many people that addressed some concerns at Pineview, and literally the next day you guys were out there. So I really want to just pour my heart out saying thank you so much for being responsive and for being there. I just also want to make sure that we're not just, kind of patching things up, that we're actually doing quality repairs, because some of the things probably could be done a little bit better. But I really just wanted to take the time and thank you guys for addressing the issue so quickly. So thank you so much for that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. And our next speaker is Tanya Ziegler.
Good evening. Congratulations, brand new board members. Thank you for allowing me to speak in front of you today. I'm with Pineview Middle School. My name is Tanya Ziegler. I want to thank Mr. Foles, Mr. Jabbia, the maintenance folks, and Mr. Panier for being so prompt in coming out and responding to some of our needs that we had at the last board meeting. Just to piggyback on Ms. Bartholomew, we just want to make sure the work is quality work. We don't want to come back next semester talking about something came up. So I just want to make sure the maintenance people have been out there, they've been consistent, they've been doing They've been there doing the work. I just want to make sure that we are continuing to move in the right direction with great momentum. They have addressed some of the issues, the cracks in the pavement, the playground we talked about. I have spoken with several people about some of our issues there at the school, but we still have some needs. We have a few new computers in our 6th grade classroom, which is fantastic, but it's still not quite what we need. We need a few other things, a few other computers. We also, we're going to eventually need a brick and mortar project. I hate to say it, but we're going to need one. We are buckling at the seams over there. We have tons of kids. The classroom sizes are small. Well, not the size of the kids, but the size of the structure of the classrooms. I have to correct that because I don't want y'all getting the wrong idea. The size of the square footage of the classrooms are small. And we are almost pushing at 30 kids in a classroom. So, if you all want to know what I mean, just go and take a look at our 6th grade classrooms. They are very crowded. But again, thank you for addressing some of these issues. We do appreciate it as parents. And I look forward to seeing Mr. Jabby at one of our meetings, Ms. Hines at one of our meetings that we're going to be having really soon. You too, Mr. Folks. You come too.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Ziegler. Appreciate y'all being here this evening. We'll move on to our next agenda item, which is approval of the minutes from the regular meeting held on December 13th, 2018. Do I have a motion to accept those minutes? I have a motion by Mr. Betancourt and a second by Mr. Kuzan. Do we have any questions from board members? Do we have any comments from the public? If none, then we'll vote, please. So board members, your voting cue should come up and you tap it. We have assistance here if you need it. Can I see the number from there with that? I mean, just.
Oh, on here now. Okay, wait a second. It's up there.
All right, we have 14 yeas and 1 abstention, so the motion passes. All right, thank you very much. Okay, thank you. The next is appropriate retirement resolutions for the following certificated personnel subsequent to December 13th, 2018. Mr. Jabbia.
Thank you, Ms. Hines. Deborah M. LaFour, Brooks Curriculum Center, 38.76 years, 38.26 years in St. Tammany Parish. Sharon Maggio, North Shore High, 26.47 years, 17.47 years in St. Tammany Parish.
Thank you, Mr. Jabbia. Do I have a motion to accept these retirements? I have a motion from Mr. Derman, a second from Mr. Loop. Do we have any comments from board members? Any comments from the public? Please vote. All right, we have 15 yeses and no nays, so that motion passes. Thank you very much. Item C on our agenda is appropriate retirement resolutions for the following non-certificated personnel subsequent to December 13th, 2018. Mr. Jabbia.
Thank you. Farrah R. Thickpen, Covington High, 18.61 years, all in St. Tammany Parish. Brenda B. Passman, Creekside Junior High, 18.16 years, all in St. Tammany Parish. Forrest E. McPherson, Information Technology, 21.14 years, all in St. Tammany Parish. Randy B. Pye, Lakeshore High, 7.50 years, all in St. Tammany Parish. Cheryl G. Moore, North Shore High, 21.61 years, all in St. Tammany Parish. Beverly C. Heiser, Transportation Center, 12.27 years, all in St. Tammany Parish.
Thank you, Mr. Javier. Do I have a motion to accept the retirement resolutions for the non-certificated personnel subsequent to December 13th, 2018? Mr. Breaux, thank you. And I have a second from Ms. Drucker. All right, do we have any comments from board members? Do we have any comments from the public? All those in favor, please vote on the machines. And that motion passes with 15 yeas. Thank you very much. That brings us to item D on our agenda, which is certification of board member training and instruction for the 2018 calendar year in accordance with Act 705, Louisiana Revised Statutes 17:53. Mr. Foles.
Thank you, Ms. Heinz. I do certify that the 2018 board members did indeed complete the required training for the year 2018. Requested that information be entered into the minutes of the school system at tonight's meeting dated January 10th, 2019.
Thank you very much. That brings us to the close of our meeting. I have some announcements that I'd like to make. Mr. Loop, do you have? Oh, thank you. All right, announcements. We would like to thank the students from Whispering Forest Elementary for the beautiful artwork that will be on display this month in the atrium. The art teacher is Miss Jenny Schultz. The board will have a retreat. It will be held Saturday, January 12th at 9 a.m. The schools and the central office sites will be closed on Monday, January 21st, 2019, in observance of Martin Luther King Jr. Day. The next committee as a whole meetings will be held on Thursday, February 7th, 2019. The February 14th board meeting will be held at the Brooks Educational Complex in Slidell. I'd also like to remind board members to check their board docs handouts. And then lastly, I'd like to inform the public and everyone here this evening that we have further congratulations for Mr. Foles. He was selected by the West Chambers of Commerce as, to receive the Community Leadership Award yesterday. And it was a very nice turnout at Chafuncta Country Club. And we're very pleased that you were the recipient of that award, Mr. Foles. Congratulations. All right. There being no further business to come before the board, I'd like to declare the meeting adjourned. And I would like to ask board members to please stay around for just a few minutes. We're going to take a board photo. Thank you very much.